Hey, welcome everybody to the Crush Show location. Man, we at Georgia State Stadium.
Yes.
Right now. Georgia State Panthers versus Southern. We just say
School
it like
off
that.
16.
Hate week here.
School off 16.
I like that.
You can always borrow anything from each
We
other.
call them school down south.
Okay, that's school off 16.
But I like school off 16.
Yeah, school off 16.
I'm helping co-host E. Glaze, and that's my guy right there, Maceo Hurd.
Hey man, I'm always good.
Who is this guy, Maceo?
So man, this guy right here is the most important man inside 285, in my opinion. Charlie Cobb, everybody.
I should have brought you to Thanksgiving dinner then.
Hey man, listen, you take care of me enough, so it's all good.
So let's start with this. Year
Yes, sir.
2 in the stadium.
Yeah.
How you think the stadium is right now and where you've gotten since you've taken over to this point right now?
You know, we're excited about what it looks like. And we're in the midst of starting the final piece of the construction for the football suite, and we're going to add coaches' offices, meeting rooms, athletic training facility, a 7,500 square foot weight room, everything to make our program better, give us the physical pieces to make us better. And now it's putting results on the field and certainly moving the program forward.
Charlie, a lot of when I'm out covering high school football games, a lot of the kids, when they come here for the first time to see the stadium, it changes their perspective. Talk about, was that one of the biggest pieces when acquiring this stadium?
Oh yeah, you know, and I tell you, the iconic nature of the stadium, the history here, the marker that it is, if you will, for downtown Atlanta. Certainly, we knew the valuable asset that the stadium was for the Atlanta community, and then specifically for Georgia State. You know, how do we turn this into something that's really valuable for a football program, for a university? And I think it was told when we had a couple of high school games last year in the open stadium, and one of the ADs told me, he said, you know, look around and you see all these little kids playing around the field. He goes, these are the kids that are going to grow up knowing Georgia State has a stadium.
Right.
It's right here.
Right.
And that's what we've not had. And so it's we look certainly for dividends down the road.
How, from what you've seen, moving from the Dome where you were in a place that wasn't your home to now having a home, how has it been different just for Georgia State in general, having your own field?
You know, we get to come out here every day because our offices are out here now, so we have a lot more space. It's kind of empowering, if you will, to walk into the stadium on a daily basis. And at the end of the day, it's simple things like the seats are red, the signage all says Georgia State, but it's a consistent message. And you know, look at the street sign. You know, 500,000 people come up and down the highway every day, and they see a sign that says Georgia State Stadium.
Big old sign.
It's pretty cool. And then the development starting with the student housing piece and some of the restaurants that are going down Georgia Avenue. So you're starting to see this vision come to fruition. It's always exciting. Every day there's something different.
Another thing that's been real good for the program that I've noticed being around the neighborhoods, the Under Armour piece.
Yeah.
You guys are really starting to gain market share with your apparel.
We're trying, you know, slowly, and obviously they make pretty big jackets. So for the big boys, we, you know, as I tell people, it's, oh, that's a really nice shirt. I said, well, they make it into big boy collection. But they obviously, we're pretty proud of the relationship, and certainly, you know, we did it from a standpoint of we want to be a little bit different. We want to be a little bit cutting edge. We want to differentiate ourselves, and we think that's what Under Armour does as a national brand.
Right.
And then certainly for what they mean for us, and being the only school in Georgia that is an Under Armour school, I think it's highly advantageous for us to really tie in with that brand.
I know your background, you're a football player at heart, and yes, sure, what you do, but this season hasn't been the greatest. What has been your thoughts on this season and
You know,
what's been going on?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a struggle in terms of we're a young team, and candidly, you know, everybody likes to use excuses. We haven't made plays. We haven't stepped up and done the things. We're playing a lot of young guys in the secondary, especially, and really struggle defensively. And it's not something that's going to be, you know, a consistent thing here. We've got to build to grow. And I know, you know, one of the challenges I always tell everybody, I know Georgia State people are tired because this program, you know, for so long, and really our growth process, we'll have a good year and then we kind of hit skids again, and trying to build that consistency. But I'm pretty excited. As you'll see today, it's senior day and we've got a lot of guys that we're going to celebrate for what they've done to help build this program. But very few of those guys, you know, we're bringing everybody back.
Right.
And it's a big part of what we're trying to do. The on-field success is certainly, you know, the last piece in this whole development. But I feel really strong about where we are and where we're going, where we're headed. It's just now the patience of getting there and kind of sitting through time.
And with you being a football guy, do you think people understand? We know they don't, but we're going to kind of help them out a little bit. that recruiting and seasons in college football, I mean, it is a cycle. Guys have to get bigger, stronger, faster, and they have to continue to develop in the system.
We got to develop depth. I read a great quote, and I'm blank on who actually said it, but they're talking about the NFL and the playoffs, and I think it had to do with the Falcons game Thursday. About as the season goes on, really what you find out about winning teams have consistency because of their depth. We're playing 51 first and second year guys. Right. And trying to ask guys to make plays, make a value piece to this team, and things are new. And certainly if you watch, I watched Oklahoma, West Virginia last night. Oklahoma's one of the top teams in the country, but their secondary is very young and very inexperienced, and they give up a ton of points. And especially the way the game is now, where it's become more basketball, and you're looking at 3-on-2 and 2-on-1, fast breaks in terms of big plays. I mean, in the old days, 3rd and 10, you might run a screen pass.
It's gonna be a draw.
And then West Virginia blows out and scores on a 75-yard touchdown.
They going deep on
people have a play on their play sheet. Got played for 3rd and 10. It used to be like 2 plays. It's getting good punt position and punt the ball.
Now they got deep routes.
So
don't get me started on defense.
But football is it's a game about depth. It's a game about execution. It's not a computer game. And sometimes I always have fun explaining to people like, well, how'd that guy make that throw? And I'm like, well, one, it looks completely different when you're staring at it on the field versus being up high like you're watching it on a computer game.
Oh my God!
And the same thing I said, have you ever been hit in the mouth by a 300-pound guy? I said, it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts.
I mean, he's trying to get rid of that ball so he didn't get smoked. And so you see those plays, and it's a play here, a play there, and I think that's what our guys, when we sit and talk about it, it's a block here, it's a catch here. We just the continuity, the consistency of what we had last year. We had a veteran team, so new coaches could come and instill a way and a belief about them, and the kids bought into it because they knew it. And it's trying to explain every day that you don't get tomorrow, and you're not guaranteed anything, and keep playing hard and keep doing it and listening and go with it. So a little bit of youth, a little bit of inexperience, and frankly, we got to get better at a couple positions, and that's where recruiting comes in.
Well, now that you have a stable field, a stable place where they can come see, that you can bring in recruits, recruiting has to be the change a little bit for you because of all the talent in Georgia. Now I call it you own the highway.
Yes, Lord.
Go see your sign. That has to have made a difference in being able to go out there and get recruits.
Yeah, I'm one that I don't put a lot of stock into the ratings that you get because I think a lot of times this guy, you can't see all these kids.
Oh my God.
And probably the biggest thing is you can't measure heart. Yeah, that's the you can measure size.
Could you say that one more time, please?
But you can't measure heart.
Thank you.
And,
my God.
And that's where I think sometimes you get like, wow, they look really good, and then all of a sudden they can't play dead. Well, that's like I joke. I always tell everybody if there's a guy my size he's playing in our league, he ain't very good. And it's so you got to build into it. But we've had 2 highly ranked recruiting classes with Coach Elliott and the staff, and certainly expect this next class. We've had a little bit of attrition, so we're going to sign a big class again.
Right.
So we're going to have hopefully sign 20, 22 guys, and really put that number. Now you start building that depth and you build that consistency, and really not trying to go to the junior college route, not trying to get a transfer route, really trying to build it with high school guys, which intentionally gives you a chance to build that depth and build that base and really kind of look for the long haul, which is what we're all after.
I always tell people, because we have so many couch GMs and couch ADs, to have the experience that you have. You played major college football in the ACC, and sometimes so you can see the game different from where somebody send you an email like, Mr. Cobb, oh my God, we can't do this. Does that kind of, with you being the AD, does that kind of get on your nerves just a little bit? Just a little bit.
So when I was much younger, I was with one of my mentors, and Les Robinson, who was a basketball coach after Coach Valvano at NC State. And a lot of people don't understand, Les is one of the best human beings you'll ever meet in your life, but he also took a huge challenge on the state with all the recruiting restrictions and all the probation and stuff. And so we played East Carolina, and we lost a football game, and some guys were saying stuff, yelling at him as we were walking back to the car. And I said, Coach, man, let me go say something to him. He looks at me and goes, you think that's the worst I've ever heard? I stood on the sidelines for 9 years in the ACC, and 5 of them, we were the worst team in America. I promise you, I heard some. So you got to kind of learn to let it go and build. But, it's what I love. It's actually, when I stand up, I can actually, I start calling plays or calling formations, and it people around me drives them crazy because you can see things, but it's just haven't been around. You know,
Right.
It's a real something, and I'm sure you'll see it today. At some point today, George Southern line, receiver off to the wide side of the field. They either run him in motion or they'll slide him in, and basically we go with him, and then what they're doing is they're going
get outside, right?
so they bounce and get outside. You know, and everybody's yelling, how could you know, how do we let a guy run? Well, what you don't realize is that DB's got to make that play and contain. He's got to make that support outside line. You know, but it's always linebackers or it's a defensive lineman. Sometimes it's not the way defense.
It's not what you think.
Yeah.
You couch GM.
Yeah. I always like to ask you this when we see you.
Yeah.
Give me the overall state. I mean, right now basketball is kicking
Yeah.
up. You just had a big victory. Actually,
What happened?
This school over there 316.
Yeah, 316. But overall, man,
I gotta get him a highways.
you got them all, don't
That's
you?
what she got me for, Sean. She got me for. I got you.
Overall, where's the program at? You got it kicking up. You know, there's some visibility about Georgia State.
And that's what every day is trying to grow. And you know, we understand the hurdle that we're in front of, and that's part of the challenge. But certainly, you know, I laugh some guys talking about, you got to build your brand. You got to build your brand. And it's like when you win, you build your brand. You know, it's I think people, and especially consumers in a market like Atlanta, they understand when it's just smoke. You know, there's a facade there. When you win, when you have success, and certainly what Ron and the guys did down in the Cayman Islands was a pretty strong. You know, Muhammad Ali had a great saying, "Ain't bragging if you back it up." And you know, we were pretty comfortable saying we think we have the best basketball team in Georgia, and we beat Tech 2 years ago. We beat Georgia
They won't get
tonight.
it.
And you know, and part of that, you know, it is what it is, and it's basketball's got to get bigger and better, and certainly we want to build rivalry weekend. We play Southern in football. We think that's hugely important. We won the league in soccer. Our women's soccer team had a great showing. Women's basketball, Coach Hill. You know, we got new staff on the women's side, and they're off to a heck of a start. Lost 3-1, lost the first game last night against Rice. Pretty good team, and so we're really excited about where they can go. And then we, obviously pushed into the spring, but we've had a lot of success. And you know, the program I'm always excited to talk about at Georgia State is we have beach volleyball. So we're in downtown Atlanta, and we have beach volleyball, and
Gotta love that.
and it's just, you know, it just fits. You know, it makes it a lot of fun and pretty energetic and exciting. But certainly look for having a great baseball, softball season, and our track team as well. So never rest. That's the beauty of this job, and it's always fun.
Now about this game today,
Yes, sir.
you do have a winning streak
Yeah,
in this game.
and we're proud of it.
Very proud.
Very
Very proud. I just want to remind everybody, all 16, that, you know, the streak is here.
Yes, sir.
It's not down the road. It's here.
And we fully expect our guys to play hard. The crazy part is we haven't had a great season record-wise, and it's been, you know, about halfway through the season. You think, what's the culture? What's the chemistry like? And we had a pretty tough loss here against Coastal, and then backed up against Texas State when we didn't play very well at all. Probably the worst game we played all year. And Sean really challenged the coaches. He challenged the kids, and you know, we've responded. The on-field results aren't there, but the energy in practice, the excitement. I think the fact that we've had a couple of really good weeks of practice. You know, our challenge has been sustaining. You know, we'll start well, and then sustain it. It's really kind of lull between the second quarter and the third quarter, where we just kind of we put ourselves in a bind, and that comes with maturity, which means execution, which means you know making those plays and recognizing. Because it's usually, if you go back, it's, you know, everybody says it's 5 or 6 plays. It's 5 or 6 plays, and
Really?
it flips the script, and that's what we're after. But fully expect the guys to be engaged. It's obviously a rivalry. Throw the records out. You know, we've got to stop the run. It's been an Achilles heel. You know, we can't give up the big throws. We've given up big plays, and then offensively, we got to control the ball. We got to score. We got to score touchdowns.
I know you got to go, but I want to ask you this last question from me. What does it mean for the program to have like a kicker? You're kicking down in New Orleans. You got a guy now that's potential lottery pick for the NBA and all that. What does it mean for the overall athletic program to have these guys possibly saying Georgia State University?
Well, and that's what every kid that comes to a program they want to be a pro. And as much time as a guy like me tries to explain to them, you know, how important the education is, and then you know, whether you're a pro or not, that's kind of a crapshoot, and you can show all the statistics and all that. But at the end of the day, kids want to go. They go to a program and they're going to see success. It's really what RJ did for the basketball team under Ron's, you know, leadership and stuff. And the same will, you can throw a couple of other guys in there. We got a receiver down in Miami. Right. It's not bad at all.
Shannon just got activated for Philadelphia.
Shannon was playing, you know, for the Eagles. And so at the end of the day, we got a lot of pro guys that can really help. And what Albert Wilson's doing, You know, obviously,
it's
what Penny sees and says, hey, if a guy like Albert can do it, I can do it. Well, who's that next guy? And that's what established programs have. And so we're really excited about those guys. And you know, it couldn't happen to nicer guys. That's the beauty. You root for guys that are really good people and have success.
Yeah, every time I see your thumb up
Old war room, man.
Yeah.
Old injury.
You think about the
well, I just want to always thank you for always just looking out for your people.
It's good, but we got. That's the cool part about what we got. We got a lot of great people, and if you got good people, you got a chance to make things happen. Really
You're one of the best, my dude.
I don't know about that, but
no, you are.
Thank you.
You are.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
to our guy.
That's our guy right there. Yes.
Charlie Cobb.
State, not Southern.
Make sure you hurry. It's your boy Eagle Eggs. Thank you guys.
I think the reason you guys like me is because I make y'all look small. That's what I really think it's about.
Well, that don't hurt.
I'm a big guy, so if he can do that, we'll talk to y'all next time.
Appreciate it. Thank you.